Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me over on the First Alert Desk for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from, well, the First Alert Desk. Let's talk about some of the news that we are following today. We've got a story out of Craven County where a man who was wanted in several counties has finally been arrested and captured by deputies. Here's a look at the man. Craven County deputies found and arrested Michael Parrish yesterday at a home on Highway 17. The 36-year-old man is wanted in Craven, Beaufort, Carteret, and Onslow counties. Deputies found Parrish with illegal narcotics when arresting him. He was charged with felony possession of methamphetamine and possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance. Parrish was served with outstanding warrants for the following offenses in Craven County: felony assault with serious bodily injury, assault with a deadly weapon, misdemeanor larceny, shoplifting, resisting a public officer, 5 failures to appear in court for felony breaking and entering, felony breaking and entering motor vehicle with theft, felony obtaining property by false pretense, 6 felony probation violations. Now, Parrish was also served with a warrant for larceny in Beaufort County and driving violations in Carteret County. There was also a warrant out for his arrest out of Onslow County for failure to appear for misdemeanor larceny, misdemeanor conspiracy, and possession of stolen property. Parrish is being held in the Craven County Detention Center without bond due to being out on bond at the time of the new offense. And now we want to turn to the ongoing protests and the fallout in Minnesota after the fatal ICE shooting of Renee Good last week. NBC's Shaquille Brewster has more from Minnesota.
Overnight, federal agents using flashbangs and a sudden show of force, confronting a line of protesters outside a federal building in St. Paul, Minnesota. While in Minneapolis, mounting anger. Last night, a crowd gathering outside a hotel where protesters thought ICE agents were sleeping. All part of the fallout from the killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE agent a week ago today. The Trump administration has claimed Good was a threat to the agent. Yesterday, President Trump weighing in.
I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person, but her actions were pretty tough.
At least 3 prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota have resigned over concerns with the direction of the shooting investigation. A source familiar with the resignations told NBC News. A federal law enforcement source says the resignations were triggered in part by pressure from DOJ leadership to investigate Good and her widow's connections to activist groups. The clashes in Minneapolis have expanded.
It seemed like a war out there.
16-year-old Sam Lumen says he saw federal officers detain 2 young people from this home as angry residents gathered in protest.
They were shooting pepper balls, throwing tear gas, tackling people, smashing windows.
This video also going viral, showing a woman being violently yanked from her car, telling officers she's disabled and trying to get to the doctor. The Department of Homeland Security not answering our questions about the incident, but saying they've arrested more than 2,400 people in the Minneapolis area since November. President Trump standing by ICE.
We're getting rid of a lot of people that are criminals that shouldn't be in our country.
While yesterday, influential podcaster Joe Rogan weighing in.
You don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to?
And again, that was Shaquille Brewster reporting. We now turn to your weather forecast. We've got rain showers on the way today, looking at some light showers showing up here over the next really couple hours. Right now, looking outside through our Grifton cam, doesn't look like any rain showers falling yet, but those clouds are getting thicker and thicker as we head through the day. 54-degree air temperature right now comes with a south-southwesterly breeze at 9 miles per hour. Current air temperatures reading in the low to mid-50s across most of eastern North Carolina. We do have a 60-degree reading in Hatteras. Stumpy Point usually is a little bit above normal, at least warmer than its surrounding areas. Right now showing a 10-degree increase over air temperatures from Manio to Stumpy Point. But regardless, again, it is going to be about an average day today in terms of air temperatures, but that's not really where the focus is today in terms of your forecast. We've got our eyes again on the possibility for some rain showers. Now, yeah, the southwesterly winds are certainly helping warm us up as we make our way closer to the afternoon. By the time we reach around 2 p.m., we should again be in the upper 50s. By that point, rain showers will have started to come down. Looking again at light showers initially, with some heavier rain showers showing up over the middle to tail end of the afternoon, extending into the early evening. By the time we get to around 7 p.m., most of the heavier rain showers are going to be pushed off the coast, and then from there we're looking at really isolated spot showers lingering through not just your Wednesday night, but even into the early hours of your Thursday morning. There will be, again, some spotty showers coming down by the time we get to around 5, 6, maybe 7 a.m. along the coast tomorrow. But we will see not only the rain showers exit, but the clouds will leave as well, leaving us with very sunny skies, but colder air temperatures, likely looking at air temps in the low 40s coming up for tomorrow. Note the sunshine. Yeah, it's going to be nice, but northwesterly winds blowing in at about 10, 15, possibly up to 20 miles an hour along the coast. Inland areas 10 to 15 miles an hour. Coast 15 to 20 miles an hour. That is going to make 42 degrees, your high temperature for the day, feel more like we are in the mid to upper 30s. So get ready to, again, be surprised by a bit of a chill tomorrow. Hopefully you're not surprised. It is January. It was just last week, though, that we were looking at 60s and 70s. So if the low 40s and really the 30s surprise you tomorrow afternoon, understand that we've got more on the way, more of the chill as we head through Friday as well. It's not just Thursday that's going to be chilly, but Friday, again, is also going to be a cold one. Here's a picture by 5 o'clock, and again, those rain showers starting to push their way off the coast. We will see a few of those showers try to linger, but going to be very light drops, certainly nothing you need to worry about. Early Thursday morning, again, maybe a few light showers near the beaches, but inland areas likely dry by that point. And then we see the clouds clear out as we head towards lunchtime tomorrow. And we stay clear through really your Thursday night into Friday. Friday, again, is going to be another sunny day. Let's take a look at exactly how it's all going to come together. We've got that area of low pressure that's going to drive the initial cloud cover in, and then a cold front sweeps through, pushing that cold air into eastern North Carolina. It will be reinforced by that area of high pressure further back towards the west. That's going to continue to keep a steady flow of air out of the northwest going over eastern North Carolina for both Thursday and Friday. And it will lead to air temperatures holding in the low 40s for your daytime highs, and could certainly end up seeing the low 20s coming up Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, at this point, it does look like Saturday and into Sunday, we may be experiencing not only an opportunity for another cool down and some rain showers, but also some snowflakes may try to mix in at times on Sunday. Still a lot of time before, again, we fully see that potential realized, but do want to at least mention it that, again, Sunday we could certainly see some flakes mix in with the raindrops, and may end up looking like a pretty cool scene across eastern North Carolina for really the middle day of the 3-day weekend. Of course, Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Make sure you recognize the day for what it is. 40-degree air temp on Monday, holds at 40 on Tuesday. We try to warm up by next Wednesday, but still staying well below our seasonal average, looking at the mid-40s by the time we get to Wednesday of next week. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.